Boys and girls, today we're going to read a book called Going Home, The Mystery of Animal Migration. So while I'm reading the beautiful poetry that's part of this book, I want you to think about the animals that are migrating. What animals do you see? What animals migrate? Going Home, The Mystery of Animal Migration. Going home. We feel the urge to go. It's time for us to travel on. It's something we just know. Many of us look for food, others find a mate. And when the weather starts to change, there is no time to wait. So they're waiting for the weather to change and then they must go. They must travel, they must go find food or find a partner or a mate so that they can have babies. Going home where I need to be. Somehow I will paddle on, swimming endlessly. From the ocean I will crawl up onto the shore, laying eggs on a beach where I've been before. They come back to the same place every year. Loggerhead turtles hatch from eggs that the mother buries on a sandy beach. They scurry into the ocean where they live for many years. When the female is ready to lay eggs, she usually swims back to the same beach where she was born. So they go back and again to the same place where they were born. Going home, dancing in the sky. Waking from our winter sleep, it's time for us to fly. We rested in our family tree, filling every space. But now it's time to travel on and find another place. These are the monarch butterflies that we learned about. And remember, they migrate or they fly south. Going home, I can find my way, navigating toward the coast where I used to stay. When it was cold, I had to move. I floated near the shore until I found a warm lagoon where I could eat some more. Boys and girls, can you say the word manatee? Manatees migrate as water temperatures change. If the water is too cold, they will die. They often follow the same routes that their parents did, chewing on vegetation along the way. How would a manatee migrate? Would he swim or fly? I hope you said swim because manatees live in the water. Going home, I feel the time is near. I'm heading where I lay my eggs. I do it every year. I need to cross the wide blue sea and then I'll eat my fill. Rapidly, I beat my wings and use my slender bill. This is a ruby-throated hummingbird, and they travel between their winter and summer homes. They make an amazing nonstop crossing over the Gulf of Mexico. When they reach land, they eagerly drink the sweet nectar from flowers for the energy they need to continue their journey. A ruby-throated hummingbird. Going home, swimming wild and free, the rivers that are cool and clear from the salty sea. I leap, I splash, I charge upstream, swimming on and on. I have to reach my place of birth. It's where I go to spawn. Here are Pacific salmon. This fish is called a salmon, and they lay their eggs in freshwater streams. So they swim all the way so that they can lay their eggs. That's why they migrate. Going home, looking down below. The season's here, the path is clear, and we're all set to go. Honking high in the sky, flying in a V. We soar together in a flock, saving energy. These are Canadian geese, and they fly together in a V formation. Look, that looks like the letter V on its side. That's how they migrate. They fly. Going home, moving on our way, heading for some icy seas from a nice warm bay. Our babies swim beside us, staying close to shore, traveling up the coastline 5,000 miles or more. These are called California gray whales. They spend the winter near California and northern Mexico. And in the spring, they go on a really, really long journey. The mothers stay close to the coast to protect their babies from other whales like killer whales. How would a whale migrate? Would they swim or would they fly? Right, a whale would swim. Going home, listen to the sounds. Our thundering herd is setting out to our vast calving grounds. The journey spans 2,000 miles, but we were born to run. We're on the treeless tundra now and feel the Arctic sun. Look at those caribou. Can you say the word caribou? Good. They're moving so that they can have their babies in a different place. Remember, we said animals migrate for some different reasons. Why do caribou migrate? Right, to have their babies in a different place. Going home, I have the longest way. I travel all around the globe to see the light of day. I'm always moving north and south. I really love to fly. I nest up in the Arctic and dive for food supply. This is the Arctic tern. It's the world's champion migrator. It travels further than any other animal. The Arctic tern. Going home, I never use the sky. I flap my wings in water, and that is how I fly. My mate will keep our baby warm while I feed in the sea, and then I'll waddle miles on ice to find my family. Boys and girls, who is this that migrates? I really hope you remembered that this is an emperor penguin. And remember, the emperor penguin goes and migrates every single year. And remember that the mom and dad take turns caring for their egg to have a baby. Going home, by land, by sky, by sea. Our journey back from here to there is still a mystery. We have to move from place to place. You know the reasons now. Our genius is to know the way, and yours to wonder how. Tell your learning coach some of the different animals that migrate. If you remember how they migrate, if they walk or run or fly or swim, or if you remember why they migrate, make sure to share that with your learning coach and tell them all that you learned in this special book written in poetry that helped to teach us about migration.